Hey everyone, and welcome to our new actual play series using the Mass System After Crisis, a CWDC universe inspired, along with heavy elements from the Justice League and Young Justice cartoons. So this will be a lot of fun. Before we jump into introducing all of our characters and seeing where they're at, let's go around and introduce our players. So let's start off with Keon. You're first in the
Hi.
overlay. It's okay. It's not because I'm just picking you this time.
I feel like I am being bullied by my GM, and I want everybody to know that it's day one. But hi, I am Keon. I go by Brother Keon across all of the internets. I use he, they pronouns, and I will be playing Rock Stewart, who uses he, him pronouns. Are we also doing their superhero name and all of that?
No, we will save superhero names and powers and such for later.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Emma.
Hi guys, it's me. I'm Emma. I don't have a special handle. I'm just Emma. You can find me. I'm Emma Bosco. She, her, hers, and that's all for today.
I love that. Ray.
Hi, I'm Ray. My pronouns are she, they, and I will be playing Solea, pronouns she, her.
Perfect. And James.
Hi there, I'm James. I use he, him pronouns, and you can find me on socials at Huggermuggard. And I'll be playing Aziza, who uses he, they pronouns.
Perfect. And of course, I am Paige, your storyteller for this series, and I use she, her pronouns. I'll be playing everybody else that pops up in the DC universe. There's no pressure at all. It's fine. So I already decided the order, how I did these intros before we got into this. But our story takes place 6 months after the events of Crisis on Infinite Earths, specifically the one in the CW universe. If you're not familiar, there was a lot of stuff going on in the multiverse that was going to just end everything. The heroes were able to merge all the different Earths back into a prime Earth. So everyone's prime version of themselves overrode everything else into one specific universe. And all the heroes and their associates involved are the only ones that retain memories of the whole event. Civilians alike do not remember anything that happened during that whole thing. The problem is, after the crisis was over, the Flash and Reverse Flash both disappeared, leaving Central City defenseless as Star Labs desperately tries to find him. Hence, our group of young heroes being selected to head to be the new defenders of Central City in the meantime. We begin our story as we cut away to the Watchtower, actually. Head over to the cafeteria. It's kind of late right now. Most heroes are kind of out patrolling or just not here and at home because it's pretty late at night. But we see a young African American teen at one of the tables. Probably multiple trays of food surrounded them. But Keon, why don't you describe what Rock looks like?
Sure. At this point, I think Rock is on his third tray of food. It's something about like this metabolism that just needs so much like food in him. But you see this fairly light-skinned African American gentleman, ginger red hair that is pulled back into braids, and he has like the most adorable speckle of freckles on his face. It's literally the best thing. Don't point him out because he will blush. Um, but and then he's just wearing what looks to be sort of like a orangish red compression shirt and just like the nicest pair of this version of Jordans. I don't know if the equivalent of those are. And just sweats. And he is just having, I don't know what's on the menu, but he's enjoying it right now.
I will say for ease, this is like our 2025 just in this universe, in this DC universe. So you guys can reference pop culture stuff and it'd be
Thank you.
fine. Except for this is probably a better option. Lex Luthor's the president.
Lex is the
Wait,
president?
wait, for
Lex is the
real?
president. Yeah.
Who let that
Wow,
Just for
happen?
point of
wow.
reference.
How art reflects life.
Hey, don't disrespect Lex Luthor like that. How dare you?
Oh, we love it. We love it.
But yeah, you've been in the cafeteria for a bit. You've seen some heroes come in and out, going on patrols, going like just checking in for the night, writing up the reports. Say you're here for about an hour, maybe two, before you kind of lose track of time, before you see the doors open as John Stewart, aka your dad, enters the room. No longer in the ring's not active, so he's not in his GL costume, but he's in like a leather jacket, jeans, and just looks to be like retired for the night. Hey, before we head back to the apartment, I need you to come with me for a bit. We have a surprise for you.
A surprise.
Yeah, it's
Hold on. Wait. Am I finally gonna am I gonna work with you finally? Is this like is it happening?
not necessarily. You're not going back with me to Detroit tonight. Let's put it that way.
And like you see like he starts like thinking is like, okay, if I'm not going back to Detroit, you're not sending me back to Thanagar, are you?
No, I'm not sending you away.
Oh, okay.
Just
Okay.
I'll answer all your questions. Just follow me. We have the watchtower monitor room to ourselves. Vitsen's already waiting for us there.
Okay. He like starts walking behind his dad. He's like, oh wait, and then goes back and grabs the corn dog that he was eating, and like it's just like,
You know you
So-
can get more. Okay.
I, listen, I've told you the Watchtower has the best ones. These Earth corn, sorry, these corn dogs that Earth has, I love them.
Yeah. We have to keep a lot of high calorie dense food here for all the high metabolism heroes, especially Barry and the other speedsters.
You
Which is
dang
kind of
wow.
related to what we need to talk about as he just opens the door of the watchtower. You see the different monitors. You see a monitor of Metropolis. You see one of Gotham. You see Central City, National City, Coast City, like all the different areas where all the heroes are patrolling. You see reports coming in, and you see like different lights over the major cities. So if an emergency goes out, and on watchtower duty just happens to be your dad's girlfriend Mary, aka Vitsen, fully done up in her superhero costume, unlike your dad. Seems to be watching the monitors kind of lazily with just a fashion magazine in front of her, kind of just slowly going through it. Oh, hey, you two.
Uh, Vic, what? And he's just like trying to piece together. I'm like, aren't you supposed to be working? Why are you just looking at a mag?
It's a slow night. I'm not just gonna stare at the screens all night. That's what the emergency lights are for.
Why not? Then if something happens, then you don't see it right away.
They make sounds, Rock.
You're right. Sorry, I'm excited. Dad said I'm not going back to Detroit tonight.
No, you're not.
So
We have
like,
a special mission for you, actually.
leans in
You
is
want
like,
to explain it to him, honey?
he won't tell me. Will you tell me then?
I'm going to tell you now. Grab a seat, sit the monitor next to Mary.
Like with the swiftness of a non-speedster, goes to grab the chair, brings it right back. It's like, okay. Mind you, he is like 5'11" and is
Mhm.
like very muscular. So this is a moving boy right now.
So, I know we've kind of kept you mostly in the watchtower since everything happened about 6 months ago with the recovery efforts since Crisis.
Yeah, it's not gonna. I wasn't expecting that to happen when I got here.
Yeah, neither were we. The problem is we can't find Barry.
Wait, still?
Still, he's not checked in. His communicator location is off. And there's been no read-ins of Speed Force anywhere near Central City. Even the ambient Speed Force that's usually around there is gone.
So what does that mean then?
It means
He's
that
he's not dead, is he?
we hope not. Caitlin and Cisco are doing their best to try triangulate them, but that means Central City is a little light on protectors.
Wait,
Yeah,
are you
we're
Wait, what?
sending you
biggest shit eating gorilla? Like,
and some others to Star Labs, and you'll be forming a new associate team of the Justice League for us.
A team? Wait.
This isn't the first time we've put a team of kids together. I'm sure you've met Damien, you've met Corey. Like, they're older now, they're Justice League members. We have protocols in place, so you guys will have the help you need, but we're trusting you to keep an eye on things in the city in the meantime while we try to find Barry.
He's just like, he starts like stroking like the little chin hairs that he has, and it's just like, you're telling
Is Rot
me.
trying to grow out a goatee like his daddy?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He was like,
I
he's like,
love
all right,
that.
it's not, it just wasn't coming in. Okay, cool. So he has like a very few little whiskers that he could pull on. He's like, so you're telling me that I don't get to be your sidekick? I get to be an actual hero?
Yes, that is what I'm telling you. And because of that, you're going to need a few things. First off, he reaches into his jacket pocket and pulls out a very familiar yellow communicator with a JL symbol and throws it to you. Sure,
Is this
official Justice League communicator. It'll track your location. It'll be there if there's an emergency. So whenever you're in costume, you need to have that on you. Your
Okay.
actual your earpiece communicator for your team will be with your gear at Star Labs.
Okay.
But the last thing, I talked to your mom about what's going on, and she sent you this. And you see the ring on his hand light up as he like forms a hand that goes around the corner and pulls out a nth metal hammer for you.
He quite literally starts to vibrate. It's like goes to grab it. Is like, Mom sent this.
Yeah, I was able to send a message out to Vanguard. I was able to make the trip myself in the time we had, but she had this made for you and was going to save it for when you become a hero, which is, well, now.
Ah, he's just like grabs it, looks at Vixen, is like, looks back at his dad like, how long have y'all known about this?
You know how everyone was up here at the Watchtower the last couple days?
Mm-hmm.
We've been in discussions, and you were one of the 4 that made the most sense to send to Central City. The council went over everything, and you're the best choice.
He runs to like hug Vixen, and then pauses at like a half step before his dad, and then just like hugs his dad, like kind of like taking the wind out of him because, you know, a little Thanagarian super strength.
Yeah.
And it's just like, thanks, Dad. I'll
Go.
make you proud.
Of course. Go grab whatever you need from your room here,
Mm.
and be back here in 15 minutes, and we're going to teleport you down to Star Labs.
All right.
I won't be going with you because I am actually going to be heading back to Detroit to patrol.
As he is still talking, Rock is gone.
Oh, okay.
Rock is like, hey, I've been waiting for this.
Well, he was excited. Vincent just kind of looks back over the monitor. Yeah, he'll adjust. But yeah, just send him out as soon as he gets back. I gotta head down. And John goes over and gives Mary a kiss and teleports away. And we will move scenes as you get your stuff and get ready to head down. We head down to Dakota City. And we are not going to a place of residence, as we cut to a young 5-foot-tall African-American girl just running through alleys right now with a couple of street criminals ahead trying to run around the corner and get away. So as, I should say not Saleya, as Voltage chases after these 2 criminals, Ray, why don't you go ahead and describe your character for me?
So, Saleya and Voltage, there is the quintessential tiny 5-foot brown skin, long braids, and just like the most striking thing is you'll notice like one of her eyes is brown, the other one is gray, but you can't quite tell if the gray is like a trick of the light or if it's just how she is. But the main thing is girl's tiny. She little.
Perfect. Yeah, you have been chasing these two for a while, and they've kind of been in open areas, so you couldn't just like blast lightning after them in these walkways. But you see them start to cut towards one of the many beaten down areas of Dakota City, and as they turn into an alley, you see a power line above you.
Yeah, she is definitely just going to like reach just a hand up and just draw as much electricity out and just uh, essentially attempt to like tie them with electricity.
Cool. Let's grab our first roll of the game and roll Unleash Your Powers for me. So go ahead and roll your freak.
First roll, first roll.
Oh god. Oh wait, I'm good at this one.
Yeah, you're a Nova. This is your specialty.
That is a 10.
Perfect. No consequences. Easily done as you kind of the power in the buildings around flicker as you just pull this blue electricity to you and throw it out. And right as it's about to like zap into them and they flinch, it kind of steadies out and wraps around them. Huh. Wow, kid, you've gotten really good at that. And you look above, upside down on a trash can lid is your dad.
Sup, Pops? I mean, I've been practicing. I would hope I'd be good at it by now.
Yeah, you didn't let me know you were going out on patrol tonight.
You didn't get my message? Like, I promise, I swear I text you. Like,
You definitely didn't text me.
are you sure? Like, we know you're not like,
Your school actually called me and told me you dipped out in the middle of the day again.
see about that.
Yeah, about that. He jumps off the lid and sends the lid where it goes underneath the criminals, lifts them up, and just starts to carry them away. They're gone now. You're not in trouble. Just because we have some stuff to talk about. But we were going to put a pin in this for later.
We don't have to.
Yeah, we have to. And he just puts a hand on your shoulder, and there's that discharge of electricity as you both hit a power line and just teleport off towards your home. And you land in your apartment, very rough, fallen against the couch as your dad stands now in front of you out of costume. Your dad, obviously, aka Static Shock Virgil Hawkins. Well, it could have been worse. At least it was just a couple of criminals tonight. Dakota City only has us here. You gotta let me know when you go out.
Again, I thought I did, but next time, I got you.
Well, there's not gonna be a next time anytime soon because you're not staying here for the next little bit of time.
Huh? I'm not what?
Well, I decided it's time for you to become Voltage officially. You're going to Central City.
Huh.
The Flash, I guess, disappeared. I didn't get a lot of information. Wonder Woman contacted me. They don't have protection right now, and Star Labs is busy trying to find Barry. So we're sending you and some other teens your age there to be an affiliate.
So I get to be a hero.
Yeah, that's the vibe from what I've been told. So I'm trusting you to do so and to communicate with those that are going to be in charge of you there.
Scout's honor.
Well, when you're in costume, you're going to need this from now on. And he tosses you a communicator as well as an earpiece. Earpiece was supposed to wait if your gear, but you're already in it. So put that in your ear. That'll connect to all the jail things, and once it's in your ear, you actually feel it dissolve as it's made of nanites. So it just plops in the back of your ear. So when you're in costume, it will go active, but it will be inactive when you're out of costume.
That's a weird feeling, but all right, cool. That's cool. That's fun.
Yeah. go get anything you need, and you're gonna be sent out in a bit. But before you go, they have a present for you, even though I probably shouldn't give this to you since you didn't go to school today, but here. And he hands you a box about, like, honestly, the size of, like, a Dispel dice box, kind of, about, like, that dimension. And you open it up, and there's a brand new pair of blue and yellow goggles in there that are very similar in design to the ones that he wears on patrols. There's a fully functioning HUD in there. And if you channel your electricity through it, it will connect to the jail database if you need it.
We can make this work. Thanks, Dad.
Of course.
Just kind of takes them and just kind of starts scurrying off.
And as you head out, we are going to cut over again. This time to one of the worst places in the DC universe, Gotham City. As we cut over to the top of one of the buildings in Crime Alley, to a young person. It's kind of hard to know at first glance. You can't even see their face. But the thing you do notice is you hear muttering to themselves. Well, the jail's not been here for a while. Okay. Gio, you can come out now. I know you're there. As Renee, aka Question, turns around. And describe your character, Emma, as you land on the building with Renee here.
Would he be suited up, or would he be in civilian clothes, do you think?
You would be suited up.
Okay. So you see the problem, or Gio Bertinelli, is this tall, imposing figure with armor that body armor that's has the shape of abs and pectorals, right, with a long trench coat hanging over it, a biker helmet with no face on it that covers his face so you can't even see who's beneath it. He's got really heavy black biker boots that jingle with the different laces that clink on it. And he's got it's got red kind of like streaked up his arms on this long trench coat jacket, black and red being his insignia, as he clinks on over to Renee's side.
What are you doing here?
I don't know, just taking a look. Just taking a look, seeing what's up. Having fun with the league?
Yeah, it's kind of quiet right now. As quiet as it can be here in Gotham, but I am on patrol because your mom was prepping something for you. I believe she grounded you from patrol for a few weeks, if I remember correctly.
Nah, listen, that was just like, I need to get out of the house a little bit, You can't blame me. I just gotta get out, get some fresh air, a young boy like myself. Like, it's not a problem, ain't it? I mean, like, come on, the moon isn't real, the Titanic didn't sink. Like, what you know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta live.
We had 20 complaints from Barbara of you hacking into their systems in the last, month and a half.
Okay, hear me out, though. So this new patch of this game I've been playing dropped, and and he's full-on covering for why he's making an excuse for why he was hacking, which was definitely to get more information on the league and his dad.
Give me a persuade roll.
What is that?
Just go ahead and roll mundane.
Mundane, okay. So it's just a d6 and add my mundane, right?
Roll 2d6 and add your mundane.
2d6, okay, and add my mundane, okay.
And then let me know the total number.
Okay, so my mundane is +1. Oh, shit! Okay, so that was a 1 and a 4, so that's 6 total?
Yeah. Go ahead and mark a point of potential on your playbook, and that's a failure. As, even though they also have a faceless mask, you can just sense the look of just total disbelief.
He's like,
you hacked into the Bat computer to get a DLC for a dress-up game.
Yeah.
Why the hell would that be on Bruce's mainframe?
I don't fucking know. And you see his shoulders start to slump because he knows he's been got.
It's fine. We need to get you back home. Your mom's gonna be there soon, and from what I recall, you're not gonna be here for a bit. I don't know the details, but should be fun.
Renee, I don't want to go home. I don't want to be anywhere near it. Everywhere it's like he's still there.
Well, I think you'll be happy with this conversation.
With my mother?
With your mother. I'll even head back with you. One sec. And you see her, like, put her hand up to her head. Yeah, Tim? Yeah, can you cover my patrol? Yeah, I gotta take Geo back with me. Uh-huh. Yeah, he said he's sorry.
Bullshit, he shouts.
You hear a slight chuckle through the helmet. Yeah, I'll tell him. Okay. Okay, bye. Tim wanted me to remind you that the Overwatch tournament is next week.
Oh, shit! I haven't had any time.
Yeah, I don't care. Let's head back. As the two of you start to jump,
Thank you, Renee.
you see the outline behind you. You see the cape of Red Robin land and wave to the two of you as you leave.
Flips you off.
As you make your way home, you enter the apartment. Immediately, Renee disengages the mask, hair flowing out, and you see your mom, Helena, at the kitchen table.
I think he clumps over in his boots to one corner of the kitchen, keeps on the mask, is not taking off the mask, and full on, like, heavily leans against the cabinets, arms crossed, and just starts, is there if there's, like, little, like, peanuts or something, I think he starts just kind of, like,
sure.
tossing them up.
So, where were you?
Why do you care? He opens up his shield and tries to catch it through the mouse.
I don't have time to deal with this tonight, and I'm not going to start a fight. You're going to Central City.
Rips off helmet. Why the fuck am I going to Central City, Ma?
Because we have a job for you.
We?
Yes, we. And she just slides over a communicator.
Are you fucking shitting me? And he's like full on hands slam into the kitchen table. You want me to work for them?
Well, your options are this. You head to Central City with your new team.
Team?
That you are going to be in charge of.
What?
Yes, you're the only one with more field experience on the team. You're going to head there with your new team. You're going to assist Caitlin and Cisco as they try to find Barry. And in the meantime, you're going to listen to your new trainer that will be there as well. Or I send you to the Batcave.
Oh, come on.
And you do training with Bruce for the next 3 months.
Oh, gross. No. Mom.
So, option A or option B?
He looks to Renee. So this is what you set me up, Renee.
You said you didn't want to be home. Let's get you away.
He'll kind of like, because he's about 6'3", 6'2", 6'3", hulking young man, very, very hairy, post-puberty, but he'll kind of get a little small, getting close to his mom, as lean in and say, like, Ma, how do you know they weren't the ones that fucking got him?
They didn't do
How
anything.
do you know,
I know. Just trust me. If they really did anything, you really think I would work for them? Do you really doubt? Do you really doubt that I love your dad that much that you think I'm this evil manipulator? Is that what you think?
Okay, no. All right. Jesus. And he like kind of steps back. No, Ma, I was saying you're in, I don't know, you're fucking grieving or whatever. Clearly I'm not, but whatever. Yeah, I'll do it. You know what? I'll do it. I'll do this little league mission. I'll be their fucking leader. I'll play around. I'll do a little like dance and song for them too while I'm at it.
Perfect. I'm done with this conversation. And she hits the button on the communicator and you feel yourself teleported away to the watchtower. Where you where you immediately like you get a glimpse of the watchtower and then you're teleported away again to Central City. We cut back to the apartment with Helena and Renee. Helena's just head down. You know you're gonna have to tell her eventually, or tell him eventually, right? You can't. I know it's hard to explain, but you need to tell him. Renee, I know, it's not easy to do, and she like gets up and heads over the couch and sits down and lays her head against Renee's shoulder. This doesn't make it any easier. It'll be okay. We'll talk to him, let him settle in Central City, and we'll visit, okay? And Renee gives Helena a kiss on the forehead, and the two of them head off to the bedroom for the night.
I love my moms.
And we cut away one more time. Aziza. Am I pronouncing that right first? Actually, I should ask.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're good.
You are asleep.
No.
You have been walking in complete darkness for what seems like hours, with the only light a purple moonlight above you, until you finally reach a clearing. Now seeing that you were in some type of woods, potentially. Actually looks like the woods outside your mom's mansion. You start to see images of these red eyes start to go from behind one tree, and then behind another, and then behind another. Wow, you're growing up very nicely, young man. It's almost time.
Aziza just breathes in and out in the most meditative way he can, knowing that there's no quick end to these, and there's no ignoring it because it's in his head and it's not going anywhere. But if he just breathes, he won't talk to it.
You start to breathe in and out, and the voice starts to fade for a second before you gasp as you feel yourself start to suffocate. It's not that easy to get rid of me. We'll be seeing each other very soon. You're gonna slip. You're gonna use your powers. We both know that. And then you're gonna see me. And as you look up again, the face of Eclipso, face to face with you, caresses your cheek once, drawing blood. I'll see you soon. And you wake up, drenched in sweat, ice cold, gasping for air, as your mom runs in, fully in like pajamas, like sleepwear. Oh God, was it another one?
This
Honey, you're bleeding. You feel claw marks down your cheek.
is it wasn't that bad. It's fine.
That's the first time you've been damaged in your train. It's come on. And she picks you up and just like fully just lifts you up and moves you into the other room, into a like kind of large library. And you have, well, there's like one of those like couches that you would see in like a therapist room. Those like long couches. Just deposits you there and waves a hand over your face. Leia. And it says heal. And heal, and it slowly starts to go before it stops. Okay, I'll bandage it for now. We'll look at it later.
Yeah. Aziza has already, like, the moment the healing stopped, has started pulling himself up to lean against the back of the couch rather than being laid out fully, but to just sit. He is lanky for his age. Like, he didn't get the right nutrients growing up. A little gaunt, dark circles under his eyes from lack of sleep, looks every bit like he should be in bed and does not want to be, uh, with thick, curling black hair and the brightest blue eyes, just like his father's.
She sits next to you on the couch and just starts casually, like, playing with your hair. It's gonna be okay. I was gonna wait till the morning to have this conversation with you, but obviously that's not gonna happen now. Obviously, it's getting worse. And we're not gonna talk about it because, I am gonna be leaving with Rachel for a bit to research more. We're probably not going to be on this plane. We're going to be traveling to try to find anything we can find. Normally, I would leave you here at the manor, but an opportunity came up that I thought you would want to do in the meantime.
It's not another horse camp, right?
No, Barry's been missing still since Crisis. And Caitlin and Sisto are at their wits' end at this point. We need to send some heroes to look over the city. So I felt it'd be a good way for you to get out, meet some friends, have fun, and also do some good.
Really?
Really. You'll still have help. We have a mentor there to train you guys who will also be able to look over you and knows about your situation.
I think Aziza looks at her and is trying to figure out if this is pity.
Do pierce the mask.
And that one is...
Second, you will roll mundane.
That is a 9.
Okay. So on a 9, you can ask me any one question. I don't typically use the questions listed in the playbooks for mask because I'd rather you just ask me what fits the situation. So ask me any one question about her in this moment.
I just want to know if my mom is doing this because she believes I can do it or because she thinks it's my only chance to do it.
It's a mixture of her wanting you to not have any regrets, but also fully believing you are capable to do it at the same time. Like, she trusts you and your abilities and what you've picked up with her, but also knows it'd be good for you to be around some people right now.
I don't even have a costume.
You will have a costume. It'll be waiting for you. I don't think the others know because it's a surprise, but Batman has looked at all your guys' specs, and you will have new gear waiting for you in Star Labs. Including this, and you hear a meow as the most adorable little black cat just strolls into the room and jumps on your shoulder. I know you worry about having a pet. This familiar is tied to my magic, and it is tied to your life force. If for some reason we aren't able to fix your medical condition, it'll just rejoin my magic. And you look over on your shoulder at the little guy, just 2 little bright yellow eyes, and they just reach up and smack your nose with their paw.
Hey.
See, they like you already.
Thanks, Mom.
Of course. And she just pulls you in a big hug. She talks to you about some of the details over the night. He gives you your your communicator and sends you off. And as you all arrive into Central City, you all arrive different times. You're teleported straight into your room, so you get to see your gear, which I'll let you describe. You just go to describe what your uniforms are when you use them, with whatever you think upgrades it would look like with Batman's money. But before we go to break, Emma, in your room, besides all the new gear and stuff that you see around, you see a very plain brown box with twine and a letter on top and a very familiar handwriting.
Is it my dad?
It's your dad.
Oh no! Hold on, can I close the door? Is anyone here? Are there any cameras in this room?
The doors are completely shut already. You were teleported right into the room. You don't see any cameras. You would assume that they don't put cameras in your personal quarters.
Geo being the
Oh, I guess it's Geo. Geo wouldn't assume that.
Geo points at the corner and goes, "If you're fucking watching me, I'll fucking kill you." As like tears start to roll down his cheek as he goes over to this box to unwrap the letter from his dad.
Yeah, you open the letter. Hey, kid. If my calculations are right, I'm not here anymore. Knowing your mom, she probably hasn't told you why yet, and I will let her explain that because it's better coming from her than it is from a letter. But knowing you, I know that's not going to be enough for you, and you're going to still go out and put yourself into danger. And I am no longer there to guide you or protect you or watch you grow. So if you're going to go out, I want you to have this and go be the problem I know you will be for everyone out there. Love, Dad.
I think he's doing the silent weeping of like trying to be quiet, so like tears are actively rolling and trying to right make sure that his sobbing can't be heard beyond the door, right? He might even bite his fist in a moment or so just to like make sure his cries aren't heard as he'll open up the box.
Inside the box is your father's trench coat. The same exact one. And that's where we'll go to break. So we'll be back in about 10 or 15 minutes, everybody, to have our young heroes walk in and meet everyone and see their setup.
Disrespect.
The disrespect!
This is unkind.
See you soon, everybody.
This is unkind.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to After Crisis, our DC actual play series. So, before the break, we had a little intro scenes for everyone so you can meet our characters, and we make everyone cry before break. It was great. But now that we are back, everyone roll me 2d6, and we're gonna see the order of who comes out of the room first to see everyone.
I just need to
5.
know, is rolling high good here
I don't
or
know.
bad here?
Tell me what you rolled.
If I go first again, Paige, I swear to gods above.
What'd you roll?
I'll wait.
5, 6, Ray. 2.
2.
I pray to God. If I go first, I'm kicking you in the teeth. I got a 10.
So, Rock,
Oh!
you leave your room.
I beg of you.
So you leave your room and head down a long hallway and head down a pair of stairs, and you come into the main lab of Star Labs, where you see a young, probably late 20s, early 30s Latino man typing away, long black hair, just furiously typing at screens and like not even acknowledging you as you walk in.
So I'm really first.
Really
I'm not being
first.
punked. Ain't this about a
You
bitch?
rolled the highest. You're first.
This is a game of where when you roll low, it's bad, but when
Yeah.
it's fine. It's fine. It's great. Um, so Rock walks in and sees this feverish typing, waits for them to look over, and if they don't, he's going to drop his very heavy bag.
Fully doesn't look over till you drop it. Oh, you guys are here already. Shit. Caitlin!
Um,
The rest
am I
of
the
you
f-
should be down. I know all the teleportation things went off, so
uh,
they should all be in their room. Sorry.
who are you?
And you just see him like wave a hand, and like all the screens kind of move to the side. He stands up, brushes his hands off. I'm Cisco Remote. Nice to meet you. Vibe.
And like a little awestruck is like, oh, this is
Yeah, this is
What-
the Flash's sidekick.
wipes off his hands is like, hi, I'm Rock. I'm
Kid, calm down. It's fine. You're good.
sorry. I'm
No,
a
I
little
get
excited.
it. I work with people who can punch buildings and fling them into space. I understand. I'm just a guy.
yeah, but you're like,
I'm
The
just
guy.
a guy. I don't even have my powers anymore. They're in those. He just points to a pair of gauntlets kind of haphazardly laying against one of the tables.
eyes go wide. It's like, I've just sorry.
It's
If
okay.
I'm first one down here, like, where's everyone else then?
I mean, you probably saw the stuff we had for you in your room. They're probably checking over their gear, I would assume. And as the two of you are
I-
talking, you hear footsteps come down the
I
stairs
came
behind
right
you.
here.
Aziza, you hear a very familiar voice of Rock talking to someone you do not know as you head down the stairs.
Aziza is walking very slowly, but his dress shoes do like click clack as he walks because they're just high quality dress shoes. So he is very audible as he walks down the hall, and then as he turns that way, he kind of like before he turns, very like almost embarrassed, like touches the bandage that's across his face because his mom couldn't heal the cut all the way, so it's just bandaged. And just like has a panicked moment of, do I pull it off? Do I leave it on? I have to leave it on. It's gross if I don't leave it on. Okay. And then we'll step out trying to look neutral, but is already terrified of the fact that there's a voice he didn't know, so he's not sure how to prepare for the person.
Yeah, you reach the bottom of the stairs and turn. You see Roth's facing away from you, and you see the same description of the man talking to him very animatedly. And as he sees you, he's like, "Oh, here's someone now. Actually, come on over."
Oh,
Rock, you
Oh.
recognize someone very familiar to you as Aziza walks up to the two of you.
Rock swallows very hard, kind of stands up a little straighter. Hey, Ziza. Um, hi. Are
Hey,
you? Wait, are you a part of the team?
you. I mean, better to know someone, right?
Yeah. Great to have a familiar face. I was not expecting to know anybody here. Um, hi.
Hi. Hi.
And like
It turns
very.
to turns to Cisco.
Oh yeah. This is Vibe. This Cisco. Sorry. Um.
Page is muted.
Shush. I was listening to I was dying over the voice drop. I had to
It was
mute.
so cute. It was so cute. Hey, how you doing? Yeah.
But yeah,
Like
I mean, obviously you two know each other, no worries. Nice to meet you, Cisco Ramon.
Aziza, Zatara.
You see him like you easily see that familiar look of fear from leaders who know your situation.
Before before Cisco has to like awkwardly shake his hand, Aziza already has dropped it.
Yeah, glad to have you. Caitlin should be here soon, and they're sending someone for you guys. It's gonna meet us a little bit too, but glad to have you guys. And as he's saying that, from the hallway behind him, a woman enters the room, about the same age as Cisco, long brown and white hair. As after Crisis, Caitlin and Frost merged. So there you so
News to me.
Caitlin walks over to the two of you, or three of you, I should say. Oh, there you guys are. Think you guys were supposed to be here earlier, but they probably it's whatever. Got everything set up. So the rest of them not down here yet.
I don't think so.
How
So far, it's just
many-
us.
Okay.
How many is the rest?
There should be two more of you. And as she's speaking, you guys notice there's almost like a weird double talk to her voice. Like if you've ever seen DBZ when any of the characters fuse, it's that where both their voices at the same time are just stacked. Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Do you know who the other two are by chance?
I believe I hear someone now, and you hear the steps again, heavy footfalls as Geo. You hear some talking from a couple of unfamiliar voices, and you turn the corner and see Rock and Aziza talking to two unfamiliar people.
So did we? Was it assumed that we were in costume or like?
No, you're in
we're
normal clothes.
Normal clothes. Okay, cool. I think he definitely like he's got his dad's jacket slung over his shoulder. He's not letting go. It's like a security blanket.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And he's got his big heavy Timbs on as he strides in. And I think he notices Rock, clocks him, gives a quick nod, and then sees Aziza, and it's like mask on. In terms of not physical mask, but emotionally, there's nothing there. And he kind of strides in, and is there a chair or something?
Yeah, there's some chairs scattered around.
I think he grabs one of the chairs, flips it around, slams it on the ground, and like does the backward sit thing, you know? When you feel like hold on, let me show you. You know when you have a chair, and
It's just the delinquent sit.
It's the delinquent sit, except and you do the thing, right?
Just for you. Yeah.
He does. Yeah, he does
you
that.
plop down, and Caitlin just looks at you amused. Are you comfortable?
Yeah, sure
Right.
fucking am. Who are you
Yeah.
again? As he takes out like a toothpick and starts like picking at his teeth with it.
Caitlin Snow, nice to meet you. And she reaches a hand out for handshake. Ice cold hand.
Reaches back, gives you a firm handshake. Nice to meet you, Caitlin Snow. Nice hair.
You,
Appreciate
right.
it. I believe you know these two already, and this is my colleague Cisco. Hey, nice to meet you.
He
You in the
notices
right
that
place?
he's at a tech. So he notices that someone's at the computers, And he goes, "What's up, nerd?" To Cisco,
God
and
damn
then
it.
he turns to Rock, saying, "You're in the right place." He goes, "Excuse me."
I'm sorry. I know this might be a little planetary boundaries and things. You in the right place? I just never thought you to be the saving people type.
Rocky, right?
It's Rock. Thank you.
Rocky. Here's the thing, and he intentionally gets it wrong as he slides off his chair, saunters up, gives you a firm clap on the shoulder. I'm
So
all about this. Yeah.
You clap onto basically rock. It is
Oh,
stone hard.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It is rock hard.
Lock in, Geo.
Literally in his head, he goes, "Fuck!"
You
but he doesn't
literally,
say
you
that out
feel
loud.
your hand twinge like hard. You
Right,
smack
like
the
he's
wall,
like,
yeah.
"That fucking hurts," right? It's like he slammed his head into like plaster, right?
Yeah.
So you know, there's a slight like twinge to like, that's gonna fucking hurt in the morning, but I'm not letting it down now, right? Can't back down now.
Fuck out.
Get back out. So he's got the hand on the shoulder. He takes a toothpick out and goes, "I'm actually more in the hero type of way now.
Interesting.
Yeah,
It's
actually,
good to see you, man."
young Geo here is going to be your guys' field leader.
Excuse me, what now?
And with that, he steps
Wait.
back and kind of opens up his arms wide and gives a little mock bow. "Your leader, fearless and true."
And
at
this
your
is
goddamn
when
service.
Solea walks in.
Ah!
Literally, just like very small person just kind of creeps right under your arm as you're doing that.
As she creeps, he goes, "What?" And notices who it is. Hand immediately in the hand.
Hi, y'all.
Oh,
yeah.
great. That's everybody.
He had a voice crack that he that he hides as he went, "Salea!" You on the team?
I guess so. Hi, Geo.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Hi, Rock.
And so
So just fully turns away. Geo just full turn.
Yeah.
and Rock acts like Geo no longer exists. And it's just like going straight to like, because Soul is like Rock's first friend here, and it's like, oh shit, like first friend on Earth. So it's like immediately gravitates to Soul. And it's just like, so you're a part of the team. Zizo's a
Yes,
part of the
so?
team. And this is our leader.
We can't win them all.
I'm and looks at Caitlin like, I'm just a little confused.
Geo has the most field experience out of any of you. They've been patrolling Gotham for over a year now.
I've been training my entire life.
Yeah,
I've been
training.
patrolling galaxies.
Training doesn't make up for field experience, and you're new to Earth.
That's fair. That's right. Yeah, okay.
Soul's just
Ziza
doing the full like there
has
pats.
their
Just-
own stuff to deal with, so it was thought to be too much pressure for him. No offense.
Under his breath, Joe says, "Yeah, he's always got something to do."
And from what I've heard from Virgil, Solea, you would be the last one we would put in charge of anything. No offense as well.
Hey.
Rude. I'd be an amazing leader.
I trust Soleil
I
with
got
my
Rock
life.
together, so like
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, your dad said you're grounded for the first week you're here, so we cut off internet access to your room for this first week. Sorry.
Oh
What did you do?
we don't go. We ain't got to talk about it. We ain't got to talk about it.
Okay.
That's
okay.
disrespectful. We ain't got to talk about it.
But
I'm
now
sorry.
that you're all
I
here,
didn't mean to.
we can head down to the training area because your new mentor should be here literally. And he said just gather you all up and he'll appear. I'm not sure how that works, but you want to follow me? Cisco, just keep... At this moment, she looks like very tired. Just keep searching. I'll be back to help in a bit. And just solemnly nods and goes back. And you see him bring the screens. And you actually see on the screens now, as you guys look away, you see like Speed Force signature tracing, last known sites of Barry Allen, like all major locations. You see an inbox with multiple messages from Iris looking for updates on where the hell her husband is. But yeah, you guys head out and you guys get to the train area. At first, the first person you see with a pair of drumsticks and a fedora is HJ, aka Harrison Wells. I went with the fun one. He's just there twiddling a drumstick. It's like, oh, these are the kiddos. What's up? I'm HJ. I am not your mentor. I'm just here to observe. This is gonna be funny.
Immediately beelines over, like hand out, like, "Hi, I'm Rock."
Nice to meet you, kid. Shakes your hand. I believe he said, let's see it. You're all here, so 3, 2, 1, and there's a flash of brimstone in the middle of the lab as Jason Blood appears.
What the fuck?
Aziza turns around, walks to the back of the group, and stands behind Rock.
Yeah, this is the only arcane that you've worked with, I mean, besides Dr. Fate, who 100% does not trust you and what is within you at all. Well, you all arrived here in one piece. Aziza, nice to see you again. So this is what I'm working with. Perfect. Well, no use in dilly-dallying. Let's see what you all can do as a team. As he takes off his jacket, throws it to the side, and starts to chant. Gone,
Oh,
gone,
come
oh
on.
form of man, rise
God
the demon
damn it.
Etrigan. And Etrigan appears in space, bellowing laughter as this demon just starts to stretch. Well, kids, see what you got. Who wants to attack first? We're doing a little trading sequence here.
IRL and in the situation, Soul's like, not it. And just
Soul and Aziza have equally stepped backwards. They're like in the back of the group.
Rock is looking at Geo like, "Well, go ahead, leader."
He takes a toothpick out of his. He's got one hand in his pocket. Takes a toothpick out of his mouth. Well, I don't know. Etrigan's a magic. Being a magic, shouldn't we have the magic user go toe to toe first?
That sounds like you are scared.
Scared? No, buddy. I ain't scared. I'm just using the
You
knife.
guys can't talk this much in the field, and you guys see as we're gonna start a fireball at the four of you.
Oh shit!
Jump!
fucking
I
dodge!
need all of you to roll take a powerful blow. So everyone just roll 2d6. You have no condition yet, so.
2d6. Okay, so we just roll that.
And any conditions or anything you take during training will just not stick after training, just for reference.
11.
Rolling
just-
high on take a powerful blow is actually bad, Emma.
No!
The only roll in the game you do not want to roll high on. Let everyone else roll.
Oh, okay, cool. Love that then.
Okay.
It's just the d6s, right?
2d6s, yeah. You would add your conditions to it, but you don't have any, so.
That's great. It's 12 because
Okay.
of course it is. 'Cause it's
Perfect.
fucking
Rock and Solea.
I got a
5.
7.
Okay.
Got a 5.
Solea, you get the mark potential, and you completely dive out of the way. You are fine. Geo and Aziza are hit full brunt and are knocked out immediately.
Oh, this is gonna be so bad for his ego.
Rock, you are burnt, but you get just hit enough that your biology is able to take the brunt of it, but you are gasping for air. As you see both, you look down at first, see Geo down, you're like, okay, makes sense, but then you also see Aziza got hit and is down, so it's like, oh fuck.
When I see Ziza is down, Rock goes into their bag, pulls out their nth hammer, and like bursts forward, and like what you see at like his back is like this green energy starts to coalesce and outburst these two beautiful big hawk wings that are glowing green with the same power of the Green Lantern, and he swings in hard
Yeah.
at this demon.
Give me a directly engage a threat to roll danger.
The only shame is I'm not awake to see it.
I know, right? Ugh.
What does an 11 get me?
Yeah, you run right in and you just jack him across the jaw, sending him 15 feet back. Doesn't lose his footing, but there's deep gouges where his feet just tears across the floor. I almost felt that, kid. Not bad.
All
How
right.
about the little
Want to go
one?
again?
Do you have anything? Or are you hiding still?
Soulfully just like, me, the little one?
You're the only one under 5 foot, or are you 5? I don't know. It's hard to tell. You're so tiny.
I am. Anyways. Um, Soul is going to. I think Soul at this point, just because she's angry about the little comment, just
Mm.
full blown wants to essentially make a like concussive blast and just try to just push him back, just like throw him.
All right. Give me unleash your powers. So roll 2d6 plus freak.
That is the only one I'm good at. That is a 9.
Okay. So you tell me what you want to do, and I'm gonna tell you what happens. So it'll work to an extent, but something's gonna happen in this.
So you know the light that like a grenade gives off when you
Mhm.
throw it?
Like a flashbang.
I essentially want to make a flashbang that pushes
Yeah.
away.
You feel like the flashbang goes off, you feel like a jolt as your electricity connects to something, and then you blink and Etrigan has his hand on your face. That was interesting. I almost felt that. And just picks you up and choke slams you into the ground.
Oh, Jesus.
Not knocked
That's-
out, but that hurt.
Oh.
Well,
Soul just kind of rolls away.
I know what I'm working with now. Why don't you wake up your two friends? And he just starts to walk away, and he's like, "Gone now, Etrigan, and rise again, the form of man." And Jason Blood just casually walks out of smoke and puts his jacket back on, waves his hand, and 5 chairs appear in the middle, and he takes a seat. Grab your friends, you two. We have a lot to discuss.
Rock would land next to Aziza and start to slowly wake them up. Wings still out, so as
Aziza,
you wake
you
up, you're
look up
like,
to that image.
you see a full-on angel looking.
Now that's an angel.
It's a legit angel. It's a legit angel.
That's a legitimate angel. Funny enough, I've seen a legitimate angel. This is better.
Yeah, you've seen a real angel. Terrifying. Literally
Terrifying.
terrifying.
Scary.
Terrifying.
Are you okay?
Dad was
Um,
right. They're the worst.
You're right. I'm sorry.
For what? Oh,
I didn't move fast enough, and like he starts to like slowly pick you up.
uh, Aziza's kind of like leaned on Rock. I think like the bandage is singed on his face and like the front of him's covered in soot, but I hope beyond hopes that he wasn't actually trying to kill me in this moment, even though he's wanted to before because Blood's an asshole.
Do you say that?
No.
Okay.
This is inner thoughts. This is inner monologue.
Even without having you roll anything, James, you would probably know that if it was Blood fighting you, you would probably been more worried. Etrigan's
Yeah.
kind of been neutral with you.
Etrigan's like,
Yeah,
we can
he's
figure it out.
you use demon powers and like befriend demons for your powers. Like he's
Yeah.
cool with you. It's his
He's-
alter ego that would probably have fought you a little bit harder.
Jason's a fucking asshole. Anyway, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm fine. I'll walk it
Um,
off.
And then like sees the bandage kind of coming off, and like slowly does one of the puts it back on with his thumb. Is like, oh, sorry. He wants us over.
You notice the cuts under the bandage when you do that, Rock, are still bleeding as if they are fresh. Like they have not healed under whatever this bandage is at all.
He makes a note of that, but does not say.
Fair enough.
I think Aziza will do the as soon as he's upright, will like hold on too long to Rock helping him up and then realize he's holding on too long and like do the like pat of like, hey, thanks.
Yeah.
And go head off for the chairs.
Yay.
And just like Rock does a thing where like stands there for a second too long watching you walk away and just like, oh, okay. And drops his wings and like his hammer and like comes and sits like not next to you, but across where he could still keep like glimpse over if he wanted to look at you or something like that. Who knows? Yeah.
Perfect. Saleya, you see this? You watch all of that, Saleya. you note all of that happens in front of you. The gayest scene you've seen in a bit just happened in front of you.
Gays win again!
And then look over and you still see a slightly singed Geo unconscious by the door.
I'm like, I guess I gotta go help and just kind of walk over to Geo, just kind of very lightly do just a small little like static, but just like on the forehead, just just a like little
A little zap.
yeah.
I think that like he like fucking lunges up and he goes, "The Girl Scouts in the crop circles," and then fucking
You
notices
good?
notices it's her. Goes, yeah,
Uh-huh.
just a little, a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. As he like awkwardly gets up and immediately like trying to brush off, right? Adjust the shirt, adjust the cross that he's got dangling down, right? Like full on brushing back the hair. Yeah. You good? You alright? You get hit? You good? You okay?
At this point, because you're standing, Soleil's fully just
Like,
and just kind of
he kind of like watches you walk away and goes, "God damn," and then slowly follows after.
As you follow after, you actually look to the side and you see your dad's jacket you dropped. Does not look like it took any damage from that attack. You notice you picked it up.
All right, is anyone watching him right now, or is he unwatched?
No, I think everyone else has already walked over, is sitting down. So yeah, you're not in sight of anyone. Except for HJ, he just gives you a wink from his seat as you notice him.
Eyes narrow a little bit, but the way he picks up now that no one's watching, the way that he picks up the coat is very tender, and gentle as he, slings it over his shoulder again and goes to take a seat. Backwards yet again. Flips the chair, sits on it backwards.
Oh.
Well, you
Hey.
guys
Welcome back, leader.
were
Hey,
yeah.
was getting hit a mark of potential?
If you failed your roll. So if you failed roll 6, you would have been.
So I have
It's
two.
you don't mark
potentials.
potential for if you pass the roll technically and defend a
Okay.
blow. It's only if you avoid the damage. So only Ray got potential on that. But yeah, as you all sit down, well, I want to say I was expecting better, but you couldn't even work together for 2 seconds into the task, so we're gonna have a lot to do here. I got your files. Let's see. Rock Stewart, son of Green Lantern and Hawkgirl. Alien physiology. Lust, willpower fueled wings. Interesting. Stroh's the Nets file. Gio Bertadelli. The Problem. Yes, I can see how that's an apt name for you.
He chuckles.
No abilities, but trained in the Huntress's martial arts, as well as has their dad's intelligence and hacking skills, as well as some gadgetry.
Yeah, like I got a cool fucking bike too. He's overcompensating.
Good for you. Saleya Hawkins. Only kid of static shock. Possible electricity powers that may be untapped at the moment, but wildly uncontrollable. As reference to an
Hey,
incident
Dad.
where you almost killed Geo.
It wasn't that bad.
We don't have to bring
It
that up.
says here he was in the hospital for 3 weeks.
But I bounced back.
He's fine. Fine. Just full like
Sure enough.
Oh.
And then Aziza Satara. Very familiar. Son of John Constantine and Satana. Magic, demonology. Very big health problem. Great team comp here, guys. I have a lot to do to whip the four of you into shape. Before we get into any training or give you an update here, I have to head out. But before that, I need your code names to register into the jail databases. So, starting with you, Rock, what is going to be your code name out in the field?
And it's like he pauses and like kind of looks down and is like kind of like twiddling his thumbs a little bit. Everybody has kind of been wanting me to do this whole hawk boy thing. I don't want that.
Fair
I
enough.
think Green Hawk would be nice.
Simple enough. Combines both your parents. Has recognizability. Works. Not bad. Geo, is the problem what you're going with? Is that the vibe here?
He takes out
Sounds about
another
right.
toothpick. He locks eyes with Rock. And a small smirk perks up because he sees Rock as a challenge. And he goes, I've always been the problem. Don't make me your problem, though, Rock.
Your problem is fighting, apparently, not me.
My problem is a team not following orders. But I mean, what can I work with, you know?
Well, I follow orders of a leader, and you have to,
Children, you're
show
all
that.
special.
Yeah,
You
I
can
know.
fight about it later. And you see him like flick a hand, and your guys' chairs separate. Saleya, seems like you've done some sidekick work for your dad. Are you going with Voltage still?
It's what I know, so why change it if it's not broke?
Perfect, fair enough. And then Aziza, we have some gear for you, specialized for your little issue. But this is your first time going out in any capacity. Do you have a name in mind?
Aziza kind of like freezes because he didn't have a name picked out because he didn't think he'd get this far. And sort of does like the 40-yard stare off in the distance of the momentary panic of pick something cool, but not like bad, but also like, and he just goes with Tenebris.
Fit in. Very fit in.
I like it.
We will be doing trainings once a week. Beyond that, you're on call. Any alarms go off, you are the heroes on the job. So you're going to be training on the job and training here with me. So I expect teamwork when people's lives are on the line. If I hear of any civilian casualties because any of you are being careless, you're going to have one-on-one training with Etrigan for an hour. And I won't have them hold back this time.
That was holding back? Oh, okay.
Rock cuts his eyes over to Geo and just like,
Geo is full on stone faced. He's like, I will not let them see anything on my face. On the inside, he screams.
But like I said, I got business to attend to. So he stands up and waves his hand, and all your chairs disappear from under you. She all just plops to the ground. See you guys in a week. And he just steps forward and just like he stepped into nothingness. There's not even an effect. He's just gone. Well, that was entertaining, like I thought, guys. Now that you guys had your first night of training, why don't we go into the city? Because I'm going to take you to the best place here in Central City, Big Belly Burger. And you guys head out. And that is where we will end tonight's episode as you guys head into...
We're ending? No!
You guys head into
I want
Central
more!
City.
I want more!
no.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
But
Please,
now
please
that we're at
more.
the end of the episode, and your hero names are out, we'll reveal the other overlay with all your cool little logos that we'll be using whenever we're in combat going forward. But with that,
It's so cute!
I
Hope
love
you
it so
guys had
much.
fun
obsessed.
watching. Thanks for the raid from Don't Kill My Character. Love you guys. Let's go back around. Well, this time I guess you can also introduce your character's hero name and powers and a little bit about them if you would like, but also go ahead and promo anything you guys want to promo. We'll go in reverse order, so Keon doesn't have to go first. So James, why don't you start us off?
Free him. Free him.
Thank you.
My name is James. I'm better known as Hugger Muggered on the socials, and it has been my pleasure to be Aziza Zatara tonight. Better known, not known ever, as Tenebris, who we'll find out about his powers later on, because he's finding out about his powers. And you can keep an eye out for me on Sir Pfeffer's channel this coming June, as I, as one half of Duel Masters Guide, will be helping run one of the summer series. We're going to camp, kids, and definitely kids are gonna die. Yay!
Love this for you. Ray.
Howdy doody. I am Ray, or the Ray Wilds, and I am Solea Hawkins, or Voltage. You can find me basically anywhere on the internet at the Ray Wilds. I just exist on the internet. Yeah.
You're in a game right now. Go ahead and plug it.
Oh yeah. Sorry. I am also on the Arclight Courts channel for their Gotham-based game called the Heritage Collection, where I play a cute little gunslinger named Remnant.
Cute little gunslinger. You have like a full caliber sniper rifle.
You know, it's cute.
I also have a gun for a hand, but we don't have to talk about that.
Yeah, it's fine.
We don't have to talk about anything, it seems like, huh?
Yeah, it's fine.
Nah.
Anyway, Emma.
Heyo, I'm Emma. I was playing the problem child, aka the problem Giovanni Bertinelli, son of Huntress in question. He has the smarts of his dad and the spice of his mom. You can find me. I play on Mr. Dandy DM's channel sometimes. We're coming to the end of a whole huge campaign. I'm on Split the Party and Boss Jelly Bean. They're doing like a boss battle royale. And I somehow survived. I don't know how, but I'm going on to the next round, so you can come chill with that. And other than that, just come say hi. I love all these people, and I love TTRPG.
Perfect. And last this time, Keon.
Thank the feathers, my God. Hi, I am Keon. I go by Brother Keon across all of the internets. I played Rock Stewart, and if you could tell, he just happens to be the child of John Stewart, Green Lantern, and Hawk Girl. It was a headcanon for me as a kid, so I love being able to play their kid. It's great. But yeah, if you enjoy what I brought here, you can find me across anybody's channel who's willing to have me. But most importantly, this week, I'm not sure if it is a pre-recorded yet or if it is going to be live. You can catch me over on Charm Party, where I will be playing a little love godling, and I just can't wait to play him. And he is delusional as fuck.
With Gloria?
Yes! He is delusional as, but I love him so much. Don't ask him about his problematic relationship past. Just ask him about love advice for you. Don't ask him about his own self. But yeah, everything else I'm doing is under protection, and I can't talk about it yet. But that's me.
Perfect. And of course, I'm Paige, known as Pluto Cleric across the internet, except for Pluto's Underworld here on Twitch and on YouTube. Other things I have going on, I am also in the Heritage Collection alongside Ray as a player, playing Sophia
are.
Elliott, heir to the Elliott fortune and niece to Hush from DC. And
Hell
she's just
yeah.
a shorty with some big ass metal boots. It's fine. Beyond that, starting in July, I will be running a Vampire the Masquerade campaign every other Sunday. And the cast and call for that is up until the end of the month. It is on my threads. So go apply to that if you want to play in that. And I'm also starting to record episodes of the new podcast season on the same page, Lord Up with Friends. So if you want to tune in for season 2, episodes for that will start to go back up next month. So keep an eye on the socials for everything, and we will see you guys here next week for episode 2. So everyone have a good night, and we'll see you later.
Bye-bye.